What is up, guys? My name is Andrew, and welcome back to our Space Engineers Economy Only mini-series. This is episode number 15, and this is the final episode of this series. We have reached the end. We started out this series with nothing but the basic tools that we have. Not even these level 2 and 3 tools, actually, just the completely basic tools that you spawn with, and we were able to go all the way from nothing to having a base that can pretty much do anything we want. We, of course, had blueprints that we had to buy for all of this equipment here, the basic refinery, the assembler, and the basic assembler. All of these were blueprinted. They were locked behind blueprints that we had to pay a lot of money for, but we were eventually able to get them, some as recent as last episode. So we now have everything that we set out to get at the start of the series. So what are we going to do this final episode? Well, we're going to use our economy only powers to try and make things and sell things to make as much money as possible. And by the end of this episode, we're going to buy the best ship that we can from the mine station, and that's going to end off the series. Now, how good of a ship is that going to be? That completely depends upon how much money we can make. We only have 8 million right now, which is about enough for a miner, or like a decent miner. But we want to be able to get maybe, I don't know, if we can get 20 million, that would be pretty solid. I really don't know how much we're going to get, but we have a couple of ways to do that, and that's the main way we're going to try and do that is with these missions, some of which we couldn't do for a long time, but we should be able to do now. So for instance, we have missions like uranium ingot, or gold ingot, or platinum ingot, all this stuff like this we can now do since we have a proper refinery, so we can now refine all this stuff. We could try and get this one. This one would net us 27 million if we can manage it. We have this one down here, which is the explosives, which will net us 4 million if we can make just 18 explosives. I want to see actually how hard would it be to make 18 explosives. Surely that's not 1 or 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's going to require 36 magnesium. Okay, 36 magnesium is quite a bit, honestly. Do we have that much? I don't know if we do. Magnesium. And even if we did, by the way, that amount of magnesium could sell for a lot, but maybe it's not as important anymore now that we have the actual refinery. Okay, so we'll let that do its thing. We're probably gonna have to go get more magnesium, but we will. Let me go see as well the refinery. How long? So you've done a load of platinum. You were able to net yourself about 1 platinum, and we need about 100 and something for that mission. Let's put platinum first and see if I can actually do something with this. Because if I can get enough, that would actually be really nice. Now, obviously, having efficiency things back here would make this a lot easier. Let me real quick see if how much those would cost. Not power efficiency, but yield is what I mean. Is it IE? I don't know how to spell words. Yield module, yes. So that would require, superconductors. I don't know if I want to do this then, because that's expensive. Okay, maybe we hold off on the yield modules and just instead build like another refinery or something. Currently, I think we're fine on power. Let me see if we're using too much. I don't think we are, since that just went back to 4. Yeah, we're inputting 12 megawatts, so we're inputting pretty much full amount, and we're outputting only the max amount for that. Okay, so yeah, we're totally good on power. So I think what this is pretty much a waiting game if we're going to do platinum, or a magnesium getting game if we're going to do the explosives, which I think we should do both. Let's start by getting a little bit of magnesium. I'm not even going to take the miner. I think I'm just going to go grab some. It's over here. All right, I gave it a little bit of magnesium, and it's actually going pretty fast. It's giving me 0.02 every tick or whatever that this does. So that's actually a decent amount of magnesium. So you can see here I need 32. It's giving me 1.6, 1.63. So yeah, it's going pretty fast. I guess we just let that wait a little bit. While we're doing it, I think maybe we want to build a second refinery up here. I don't know where to put it though. Okay, so if I want to do 2 more of these guys, what I'll do is I'll separate like this. The problem is I have to dig a little bit, but I guess I'm fine doing that. Then I have to put 2 more right here, because I want to leave space for modules if we want to put them, because I don't really know if we do. But yeah, so that, and then I could do this right here. Put another one of these right there. Kablam. And then what we would do is we just connect it up right here. Dare I make 2 refineries here? I think I might. I might just stick 2 refineries up there. Why not, right? Because most of what we do here is refining, right? The assembler can do its thing. The refinery is what's really blocking us, because we need to either refine a lot of platinum, or we need to refine a lot of other stuff like magnesium. So we're mostly being blocked by the assembler. We have 6 explosives already. It's slowly working its way up there. How are we doing actually on this? Refinery, we have We've gone through about half of it, and we've only made a couple, so I'm going to need to go on a proper ore trip to get some of that stuff, but okay, we can worry about that later. For these, we're going to need a lot of steel plates. That's the problem. And we have a bunch, but we're going to need a bunch more. So I'm going to go in here and say, make me 2,000, and that should cover us. I'm also going to want it to make me a little bit of construction components, large steel tubes, motors, and metal grids. And I don't think we're going to use this basic assembler anymore. If I go to the basic, do you... Okay, yeah, you don't even have anything there. Do you have anything in you, though, is the question. Okay, you did have stuff in you. I'm just going to take that out and then grind it down because we don't need it anymore. And I'm going to go and try and put that stuff in one of these, like this guy right here. What the heck? What was that? I hit this at a weird angle and just flew. I don't know how I did that. Let me go over here and right-click this guy. Boom. And I want to see how much we have, because I think we got a little bit of the stuff ready. Yes, okay, so we have the large steel tubes done. The construction components I thought should be done. What? Oh, yeah, we do have more stuff done. Okay. We just have a lot of steel plates done as well. Now, let's see as well if I can get some of that stuff. Boop. We're just missing 6 motors for each of these, but we were able to get most of it. All right, pretty good. Okay, things are looking... What is this? Oh, right, I never completed this thing because we were short on blocks. By the way, that's the entire reason we're ending the series at this point as well, is that you may notice we're no longer short on blocks. We can pretty much just build blocks wherever we want. We're not worrying about having to build this. All it is a waiting game for this stuff to build. So it's pretty much a normal series now. Okay, there is the piping. So everything is piped. We just need to go grab more energy, please. I'm still trying to do that thing where yeah, I did it. That's consistent. Nice. All right, looks like we finally ran out of iron, so I'm gonna put iron on the main thing, and then magnesium, then platinum, then nickel, then nickel, then platinum. Let's go in our ship, and we're gonna go get a little bit more magnesium, because I think we're gonna need some, and we're also gonna go get a little bit more platinum as well, because that'll be nice to have. Now we're going at nighttime, so that's a bit scary, but it'll be fine. All right, magnesium and platinum, here we come, and maybe we'll get a little bit of gold too, because it should be in the same general area. Oh, we're going a little speedy. This ship is too fast for us. Oh shoot, this is annoying. I can't see where we are going. Is this the right hole? Okay, don't quote me on that. Yeah, okay, it looks like this must be the... what is this actually? This is, wait, magnesium, what? Oh no, that's magnesium. This is silicon. I don't need silicon. Let's get out of here. Okay, here's the magnesium. It's right down here. Okay, let's get down into this stuff. We're gonna have to make a bigger hole, unfortunately, because it's a little bit too let's just mine. All right, here's the magnesium. Let's get as much as we can. Well, not as much as we can. Let's just get like a couple thousands, and then we'll go for the platinum as well. All right, we got yeah, this is definitely enough, I think, for now. And then the platinum is just over here, so let's head over to this one. This also has nickel, which I guess we can grab a little bit of nickel while we're over here. Wouldn't be the worst thing. Slow down. All right, let's hop out and find this hole. There it is. Okay, and let's go and grab some of this stuff. This was the stuff that I thought was only nickel, and you guys were like, nickel doesn't spawn alone. Platinum's probably under it, and sure enough, platinum was under it. All right, we've got pretty much full inventories. 18k platinum, a little bit more than that even. Let's grab one last little bit, and then we're good to go. Okay, we have platinum, we have nickel, and we have magnesium. It's a good haul, I think. Let's head back out of here. We've got to be a little worried up there because it's nighttime, and nighttime is scary. But other than that, we should be good to head back to the base. Base, which does not have lights, by the way. So it's going to be over in this direction, I think. Oh, I cannot see. Okay, head somewhere where silhouettes are not. Yeah, so that's the magnesium and stuff. The mine beacon's over there. So our base should be... Is that it? Yeah, that's it over there. It's off this way. I saw like a little shimmer. You can barely see it. In fact, on YouTube, you probably can't even see it, but there's a little shimmer over here. Okay, let's head directly for that, but keep in mind our speed. Oh, hey, there's a random mountain. That's why we go slow. All right, here we are. There are some lights on our base, but it's all just the machines lighting up. Okay, let's back in. And 893. Awesome. Okay. We are now connected, and we should now have a lot more stuff to use for this. Now, you should have this whole time been making me stuff, right? You're not even done with this yet, but that's because the magnesium has taken a second. Probably what we needed to do as well is bring back iron. Wait, but is this enough for this? Oh, yes. Okay, we do have enough for one of these refineries. Nice. So that's actually really good that we were able to get this up because that will store a lot of materials. So I no longer need that. I just want to get this one up now, which I don't think we can because I don't think we have many more steel plates. But that's fine. Oh, wait, these are taking, the basic refineries are taking some of this. So all the stone I'm going to give to these guys because the basic refineries are not as efficient as the normal refineries when it comes to stone. So every single bit of stone I'm going to give to these. The magnesium I don't care about. I don't know about the efficiency of other stuff, but I just know that stone is less efficient on the basic refineries. And what I'll do then is while you guys are doing that, I'll go and grab a little bit of iron. Actually, let's sleep first. Let's make it daytime. All right. Good night, everybody. We're going to sleep so that we have light because we don't have any lights on our base, so might as well have light in the world. Good morning, everybody. It looks like a nice day for a little bit of mining, so we're going to start right off with a little bit of that. And honestly, I think we just get as much iron as we can carry because we're going to need it. All right, how much do we have? We pretty much have a full thing of this, a full thing of that, a full thing of that, and a full thing of that. Okay, we're just casually sitting here full on everything. Is that aligned anymore? I think I might need to realign our solar panels just looking at them. I don't know. As long as I get 4 bars, we're fine. Okay, let's make sure this stuff gets routed to the correct place. So I'm going to give all the stone to our industrial refinery here. And I kind of want to give all of the iron as well to that. Well, some of the iron. Oh, hey, it's finished doing the things, though. We were able to get all of the, these things. All 18 of the explosives. So that's 4 million in the bank that we can immediately do. How much magnesium do we have now? Okay, I'm going to try and grab up all the magnesium we have because I want to see just how much we have. So anything that has magnesium powder, I'm going to grab. Now, it'd be easier, of course, to have just like a sorter and then let it do that, but I'm lazy. We have 2 magnesium powder. If we could get to like 100 or something, then we could definitely sell that. Okay, I've done a little bit of waiting around and I've given a lot of these things a chance to refine. I mean, you can see our power, it's really low. We should make sure that these are still aligned. I don't think they are. Yeah, they're kind of aligned, it's fine. But a lot of stuff has finished refining. Let me actually check this stuff to find out. So I think a lot of our magnesium should be done. So if we look for magnesium powder, yeah, we should have plenty of this stuff in each of our stuff because we had a bunch of these doing it. And then we had the main one as well, which has 54 there, and we can stick all that stuff there. So in total, we have 289 magnesium powder, which is more than I thought we'd actually get out of that bit, but that should be enough to do a couple of contracts. In addition to that, we're actually doing platinum. So we have 9 in there. We have another. We should have another one doing platinum. I need to search for not magnesium. I need to search for industrial refinery. So yeah, and then we have 11 platinum right there. So in total, we have about 20 platinum, which is not enough for a contract, but that's a pretty decent amount. So let me actually take a look at our contracts and see what we have. So looking at these, we have 4 million easily from the 18 explosives we made. We can do this magnesium contract if we want to. Ooh, I want to get some cobalt contracts done too. So maybe we should go get some cobalt and let that sort of refine. But we could definitely do this one as well. So that's another 6 million. So that's 10 million already. Where are our platinum contracts? This one we can't do. We only have 20 platinum currently. I don't think we'll even get enough from the amount we have. Maybe what we'll do though is we'll just sit around for a long time, grab a little bit more platinum, because the amount of platinum we have right now should get us to around 100. So we need about half of the platinum we have as well to add to that, and that should get us to this contract. And that would be really good. That would increase our money quite a bit. But then in addition to that, we can probably do another magnesium contract, or we can just sell the magnesium off as it is, because we have a lot more than just enough for this contract. So I think we're looking good. Let's do a little bit more sitting around. We're going to let these refineries do their thing. Actually, let's finish up this refinery while we're at it. Let me stick our platinum in here. There we go. And we're going to finish up this refinery because I think we should have the steel plates all made. Yes, we do. Okay. And that should speed things up a lot. Man, I really wish we had a yield module on these things, but we'd have to refine a lot of gold. Let's go ahead and give it the color. So Control or Shift P to get the color, and then middle mouse button to add it there. And that's looking pretty good. All right, I'm gonna get these things set up. I think we're gonna get a little bit of cobalt as well. Maybe give one of these a bunch of cobalt and see what it does with it. I want to try and get a lot of these contracts done, and that would be a really good end to the series to have most of these done. So let's grab more cobalt, and we'll be back, and we'll let this do its thing. And hopefully we can get more power coming in, because I think we're going to run out of power with having 4 machines active, or 3 machines active. But yeah, okay. All right, while we're stuck waiting for our platinum to refine so that we can sell it and buy our final ship, let's talk about the series a little bit. Since this is the last episode, it'd be nice to have a little bit of a recap, talk about some good things, talk about some bad things, and talk about what we might see in the future. So starting with a recap, we started this series with nothing except for the tools that you spawn with, as well as the location of a station. This was on Earth, and the station we found was actually an ore station, which was pretty lucky. That was all the way somewhere over there. If I remember correctly. I just remember it was in like a savanna area, so probably over there. But anyways, with that ore station, we were able to sell a couple of ores, find a data pad, and we flew to the moon where we were able to find a trade station and a builder station over here. And this is where most of the series took place, of course, on this station, where we were able to make enough money from those two stations to buy the blueprint for the basic refinery, and from there we just kind of built up with that. That's pretty much how the series went, and it's ending over here on episode 15, where we have pretty much a fully fledged base with power generation, lighting, some refineries, some assemblers, pretty much everything you would expect a fully fledged base to have, other than, I don't know, 10 times this amount of things. So that's pretty much a recap of the series. What are some bad things, some cons with the series that I noticed? Well, one of the main ones, and this might surprise you, I don't know, is that the spawning that we got for our stations, I would say is a little bit unlucky. Now that might surprise you because the station we first got was an ore station, which is incredibly lucky. Some of you might not know this, but before this series started, I actually had 2 failed attempts at this series. And the reason they're failed attempts is because the first one I got a builder station, and the second one I got a trade station. You really, for this series, for economy only, you really need to get an ore station at the start. If you don't, you're kind of out of luck because you can't really sell ores to any of those other stations, which is your primary source of income at the start. Now, you could have done search missions. So in those failed attempts, I could have done search missions, and actually I did actually try, but the problem is you don't have a hydrogen bottle either, so you really only have one attempt to find the search thing, and if that fails, then you're kind of out of luck. So I'd say we got lucky with the original spawn being an ore station. However, I think we got unlucky with the rest of the station spawnings, because on Earth, it just so happened that there were only ore stations. I think there are 3 stations on Earth. There might be a 4th. I think there are only 3 though. And they're all ore stations. There's no trade stations or build stations down there, which is very unlucky. And then on the moon, there's only 2 stations, and one's a trade and one is a builder. But there are no ore stations. So, I mean, pretty much in case we want to go to an ore station, we have to fly all the way to Earth, and that's pretty unlucky that they spawned that way. I think pretty much every time you roll the dice, it's going to be a little bit different. But ideally, you would have all 3 stations in the same area. So all 3 on the moon, or all 3 on the Earth, or all 3 kind of in a general vicinity where you don't have to fly to another planet just to sell some ores. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was a little bit unlucky, unfortunately, but it didn't really keep us down too long once we were able to get to the moon and get everything going. Now, some good things about the series. I thought the rent concept that we had very early on, where you had to pay rent at a station, was pretty cool for establishing the series and how money was kind of pretty important in this series. It didn't really last any longer than maybe episode 2 or 3 once we got the bed, but I think it was a pretty cool idea. Also, I really liked when the little stretch that we did where we were selling things from one station to the other. It was super tedious, but it was actually kind of fun trying to calculate the prices and find out when a good price day is versus a bad price day, and that sort of thing. I think that was one of the higher points of the series, in my opinion. Now, shifting over to probably another con. I don't know, is it a pro or con, but one thing I figured out just last episode, or the episode before that, is that if you really want to make money in this series, you have to look no further than finding an ore station. Because when we went to Earth and found the ore station, we actually made millions very quickly without doing really any work. And it sort of kind of broke the illusion that we had to work for all this, because really what we could have done all along is gone to Earth and just mined up a bunch of ores and just sold those and grinded them to infinity until we had millions and millions of dollars. It was really that simple. So I think that's a con of this series. I mean, it's not really a con of the series, but it's a con of the economy system in the game, because as it turns out, selling ores to a station is more profitable than pretty much anything else you can do. Whether that be getting all this set up and selling stuff directly to the trade station or selling it to the build station, it's just more profitable to sell ores, which I think probably needs a little bit of tweaking when it comes to the vanilla economy. That's a little bit unbalanced in my opinion, but whatever, it is how things go. But anyways, if I were running this series back and had to do the same thing pretty much without very many changes over, some of the changes I would make to make things a little bit less tedious and more fun is I would probably make sure we had a better spawn for the stations. So I would make sure that all 3 stations are in the same area. So we'd have 3 of, or 1 of each type of station on the moon, 1 of each type of station on the Earth, and that sort of thing. Because I think that just makes it more fun. You don't have to fly back and forth crazy distances to try and get stuff. It makes it less tedious and more consistent, I would say. I would probably also do more locked stuff. So it was really cool how early on we had the locked refineries and assemblers that really made us use the economy stuff more than just being able to build everything when we wanted to. It actually made it really hard at the start, not being able to build a refinery or an assembler and getting that stuff up and running like you normally would in a playthrough. So if I did this same series again, what I would probably do is double down on that and use that same system for more things. So like the battery, maybe the solar panel, all this stuff would be locked behind a paywall where we had to eventually maybe buy like a blueprint for the bed or something like that. To slow us down even further, make it a little bit more difficult to get a base set up. Because really, once you get a base set up in this series, it's kind of just a normal series from then on. You can just make everything you need, and that's pretty much that. Now, one thing I'm sure a lot of you guys are interested in is what would a sequel series look like? We're probably going to end up doing a sequel series at some point in the future. And for that, for an economy-only season 2, or whatever we're going to call it, we're probably going to use more mods. So in this series, we use kind of a very small mod set with unlimited speed being the biggest mod that we used. But in a future series, what we might do is we might use some more game-changing mods. So I know there's an exploration mod that some of you have pointed out that would be really cool. Maybe some other mods that would kind of manipulate the vanilla economy system to make it more interesting. I think those would be also pretty awesome to try out. If you guys have any mod suggestions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. This is probably the video that I'll go back to when I'm looking for what to do with a season 2 setup. So any suggestions you guys have, pop those down in the comments, and they'll be considered for a future season. But yeah, so I'm thinking more mods. We would probably do a custom world as well. This was just the normal star system, so I think a custom world would be kind of cool. As it always is. And we'd probably have a lot more new rules. We'd probably have many more new rules in addition to the ones that we gave ourselves at the start of this. So all in all, a season 2 of economy only would be a much more fleshed out version of this, pretty much. So that's what you have to look forward to in the future once we finally decide to do an economy only season 2. Of course, remember, I have a couple more mini-series ideas that I want to try out. So there's more things that will go on between now and then, but yeah, in the future, it'll happen one day. All right, now that we've talked a little bit about the series, let's actually check on our refinery. I don't think it's going to be done, but we can check at least. So I want to go to cargo container right here, where we have 135, so we need 10 more. Let's go to ref end and see if I don't think we can get 10 out of this, but let's see. We got almost, oh no, we don't need 10 more. Yeah, we still need 6 actually, so because we need to get to 145 for this mission. So we do need a little bit more. Let's just wait around for a little bit and I'll be right back in a minute. All right, see, power of editing. It's been like an hour. Let's see how much our refineries have for us. So if I go to ref end, it looks like we have 4.43 per 1, so that's good. That should be in pretty much exactly enough. Actually, that should be even more than enough. Car container. So yeah. We have 141, we need only 145, but this should be plenty. Now we have 2 contracts for platinum, but the other one would require me to get 33 or 30, yeah, I think 33 more platinum. So we're not gonna do that one because that's gonna be like another hour of just sitting here, which I'm totally fine skipping out on that one. It's only like worth, I don't know, 4 million or something. And with this one, we can get the $27 million contract. So let's go ahead and grab all of our stuff. We have enough for the explosives contract. Let me put this here. We have enough for the explosives contract. We have enough for the platinum contract. We have enough for the magnesium contracts, because there are 2 of them, plus a little bit of extra, which we can go and sell. And then we have enough for the cobalt contracts as well, plus a little bit of extra that we can sell. So, in fact, I think we have plenty more cobalt, because I think we even have some that was produced in this thing. Yeah, we have another like 600 cobalt. And we can carry all of this, by the way, which is incredible. So we are going to end up carrying that and selling as much as we can. So initially I was thinking we would take the cargo ship all the way over to both stations, but I don't think we have to because we can just carry everything on us. So let's just go ahead and bring this stuff over. I'm going to drop off anything I don't need because I don't necessarily need to bring this stuff over. So why should I? We have everything that we want to sell and that's about it. All right, let's head over to the mine station. For the last time in this series, not the mine station, the STDE station for the last time in this series. Check it out. This was our first station that we landed on the moon. And it's been so long, but we're finally checking out of the STDE station. I mean, I guess we checked out the day we built a bed and didn't have to pay rent anymore. But we're finally checking out for good from the STDE station. It's been a pleasure, STDE. But we have some things to sell you, and then we'll be on our way. Hello, STDE, what is up? Ah! Okay, we don't want to land too hard. All right, close that up so we can get our oxygen back and stuff. And let's head on over to these contracts. Now, which ones can I complete with the stuff that I have on me? So the explosive one is easy. That's an automatic 4K, just like that. And only 4 reputation, by the way, which is not that much. We can do this cobalt one right here. There we go. And we can do this magnesium powder one right here as well. Now, we have one more magnesium powder for which we need 166 magnesium, which we should have. And then we have the platinum one as well. Actually, the platinum one we have to sell here. So let's go ahead and do the platinum one as well. And there we go. 27 million right there, straight to my bank. Thank you very much. And I think that's all we can do for these missions. If only we had a little bit of uranium. We didn't do any silver because silver is probably not really worth it when compared to platinum or cobalt or magnesium. But anyways, yeah, so I want to make sure we have 166 magnesium, and I'm going to sell all of the extra. So we can sell up to, let me press I here. Well, we can sell at least 40 magnesium. I doubt they're going to want more than that. So let's go ahead. They only want 13. So let's go ahead and add all of the magnesium, and we'll go ahead and sell that for just a little bit. As well, we can do the 305 cobalt. We can sell them every single bit of that and sell that since we don't need it anymore. And that's gonna be that. I think that's everything we can do. If they have a plushie, I'll get it. Just because. Oh no, how could they not be selling plushies? Okay, fine, we'll just grab one Clang Cola just to celebrate since it's also on a discount. No, oh, okay, not all. Whoops, I just meant to click one. Okay, there we go. We have our celebratory Clang Cola, and let's, wait, hang on, yoinks? Any yoinks? One last yoink check, there we go. This is all gonna go into our final ship, by the way, so don't worry, it's gonna be great. Okay, with 45 million, we deposit the STDE station on our way to the mine station. We have just a couple more contracts to give them, and then we can buy our final ship of the series, which I have no clue what it's going to look like, because I don't know even what range we're in. I know the 10 million range is like where you can get a miner, but I don't know, because we're in the 40 million range, 4 times what the miner would cost, so we'll see. I mean, hopefully it's going to be a cool ship, but you know, there are some ships that go for like $1 billion, so I don't know how cool it's going to be. But it would be awesome if we could get a large ship. Anyway, welcome to the mine station. We're coming in a little bit hot. We're just going to bump off this a little bit. There we go. And let's head inside. Maybe they have a plushie for us. Hello, mine station. What's up? I have a couple of contracts for you. So accepted contracts. This one is the main one, is the magnesium. So let's go ahead and finish that one. And then I don't think we have any more for them. The platinum would be the other one, but it requires 33, and that's going to take a long time to refine. If we waited long enough, we would probably have this, though, for an extra 6 million. In fact, you know what? If there's a ship that we really want that's 6 million more, then we'll get it, but we'll see. Finally, with how much in the bank? With 51 million in the bank, let's see what we can afford. Okay, here we go. We're going to go price per unit and find out what we can get. Of course, we can get a zone ship if we want. We can get an elite welder, some data pads. In fact, I'm going to get a celebratory Clang Cola here. It's on even a better discount, so I really should have saved my money for the Clang Cola over here. But anyway, let's see what we can get. 50 million. Price per unit going down. Let's see. Cursor. We can get the bomber. We can get the ion fade, which looks really cool. This right here, the H01 Prospector, is the best ship that we can get. Just under that is the hauler, which is actually double the price. So that 6 million wouldn't even matter. But we can just barely get this. So this is going to be the final ship of the series. Let's go ahead and buy it. Do we have enough? Yes, we do have enough. Plus about 1 million. All right, it's out there waiting for us. Let's go check it out. All right, I guess the big question is, where is it gonna be? I mean, if it's a big ship, it shouldn't be too hard to spot, right? Oh, there it is. Yes, okay. This is our H01 miner, and it actually does look like it's a large grid ship, which is nice. So we were able to get a large grid ship. It's got a thing on it. Oh, it's got a basic refinery on it. That's actually pretty cool. Over here, it's got another basic refinery. Nice. It's got a full hydrogen tank on it. as well as a gravity generator. Okay. Yeah, this is looking pretty sweet, actually. I kind of like it. It's got an interior. Oh, it's got a weapon as well. Nice. Let's go in the interior, see what's in there. It'd be really cool if it had jump drives, but I highly doubt it does. I think we probably have to pay another 50K for the premium for that. Okay, looks like it's got a survival kit in here, which is awesome. We can always go and refill our stuff now. In fact, we can live on this thing if we wanted to. It's got buttons for pressurization, engines, etc. A bunch of cargo containers. A bunch of drills. You know, cool stuff. Okay, they actually give us some freebies as well, which is good. All right, all in all, this is actually the perfect ship to end it on. Is this hydrogen, by the way, or is this ion? This is hydrogen, so if we wanted to, we could actually take this to Earth, theoretically. It's only got 2 bottom thrusters, so I don't really know, but yeah, theoretically we could. I'd probably add a couple of parachutes on it. Hydrogen engines as well, nice. Cool stuff. All right, this is awesome. A good ship to end it on, I think. Let's close that door, and, well, maybe freebies? Nope, no freebies. Let's get into our thing, and let's take this thing down to the land. To our base, wherever it is. Over there somewhere. All right, let's take this thing down, and we'll end the episode, thereby ending the series. This is actually cool that this has so many things. It's got a hydrogen engine as well, which is like fully, I guess it's fully set up, because you know, every time I set up a hydrogen engine, it always messes up the first time, but I guess if we buy it, it comes with the premium of it being able to actually work without us having to mess with it. So that's kind of nice. As hydrogen goes, I guess we have a lot because it's not even going down that much and we're kind of using the ship, so that's good. Oh my gosh, did they increase the ranges of these ore detectors? I thought ore detectors had a range of 50 meters. They must have increased that for large ships. I thought it was always, no, maybe it was 150 for large and 50 for small. I don't remember. But anyways, let's go ahead and park this thing right next to our other ships. In fact, we have a nice open space right there for it. We're just gonna let it chill right here in this perfect spot. All right, we're just gonna put it right here. I think that's gonna be fine. Let's hop inside and turn off the engines because I did see a button here that, oh no, I bet you that was for the hydrogen engines actually. Yeah, that was. We don't actually have a button yet for the thrusters. All right, there we go. The engines are turned off, and this is the size comparison. So it's not quite the size of our base, but you know, it's actually a pretty big ship. And it was a really cool one to end on, I think. Not just a small ship. We actually managed to get a big ship, fully featured. Well, not fully. I guess it could have a jump drive, but pretty well featured, I would say, with a lot of bells and whistles. So all of our hard work has paid off. But yeah, that's where we're going to end this series. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for sticking around the entire series. 15 episodes. We just had to end it at this point because once you start getting the refinery and the assembler, you know, it sort of turns into normal space engineers. Maybe with a slight emphasis on selling stuff, but it's not like it was early on with the, with, you know, buying and selling stuff all the time just to kind of make ends meet. But anyways, yeah, that's going to be the end of it. Let me know how you think this series went. Let me know if you want to see a future series. And let me know any suggestions you have for future series ideas or future ideas for specifically a sequel to this. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button. If you have any comments, suggestions, etc., put those down in the comments section below, and I will see you guys in the next mini-series, I guess? All right, see you guys.